Hello everyone and happy Wednesday. My usual space is a little bit noisy today, so I'm doing a very rare outdoor edition of the New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. We are here, nevertheless, on Wednesday, September 10th, for a Wednesday mid-difficulty themed puzzle. Oops. This is a construction by Cole Vandenberg and Harit Raghunathan, apparently a debut construction for them. And we'll see what they have in store for us today. Here we go. Spiritual principle symbolized by an endless knot. I'm not sure. Rock, for one. It could be a genre, like a rock music. A bit of cream, like a dab of hair cream, perhaps. Change as a legislative bill. Is this, shoot, I should know this. Amend, like amend a bill, okay? Carne asada, probably we're looking for here. Bird whose males incubate the eggs. Oh. I don't know, what are the downs here? When a star is first seen. Debut, like a debut film appearance. Knock over, retailer's counterpart, a buyer and seller. This could be an emu whose males incubate the eggs. San Francisco, Oakland separator, the bay, presumably. So knock over could be, still not seeing that. Some dressing in an operating room, possibly gauze. Oh, knock over as in not to physically knock something over, but to knock someone over with amazement, to amaze. Had a nosh, 8, perhaps. Mesh for securing items in transport. Mesh for securing items in transport. I don't know. Suffix with self. Okay, so something's wrong here. Maybe this isn't genre. Dallas Baller, a Dallas Maverick, I think, is the football team there. Suffix with self could be self-fied, maybe. So what is rock, for one? Still don't see that. Willow, whose twigs are used in basketry. I don't know. Have a cow? Question mark? What about these downs? Blank Elk. Superman's birth name is Kal-El. Pal in Paris. In French, you would say ami for pal. Intensify with up. Rev up, maybe? Still don't really see that one. Richard of York gave battle in vain for the colors of the rainbow. Oh, and mnemonic device. I've never heard that one. Richard of York gave, it's like Roy G. Biv, right? But Richard of York gave battle in vain. No kidding. Oh, karma, an endless knot. I've not heard of that. That's cool. Quote from a magazine rep, an ad fee or ad rate, perhaps. Otis's love interest on Netflix is Sex Education. With MA and guessing perhaps that this is a heterosexual love interest. Perhaps this is going to be Maud, but I don't know really. Women's professional tennis matches have 3 of them, so it's not Maud. Maybe Maeve. Sets. Women's professional tennis matches, 3 sets, presuming that the one player doesn't win the first 2. It's best of 3. Best 2 of 3. Have a cow. Have a cow. I'm still not seeing that. What is that? What about this? Skimpy serving of foie gras. Say. Liver. Sliver? A sliver of liver? That's funny. Oh, to have a cow if a cow gives birth to a calf. Calve is the word for that. Okay. Rock for one. Oh, Chris Rock is a comic. Okay. I don't know about about that. Cargo net, maybe, for a mesh for securing items in transport. A cargo net. One of Daniel Radcliffe's paparazzi say a Potter spotter. Okay, that works. To engage in a bit of back and forth. I don't know. Glass in a frame could be a window pane or a pane of glass. Certainly, a certain volleyball hit is a spike. A certain tennis shot, on the other hand, is a slice. Engage in a bit of back and forth. To pace back and forth, you could do. Alternative to mushrooms is going to be LSD. Feeling of dizziness with the... Oh. I don't know. Remark to the audience, an aside is the term for that, if a character speaks directly to the audience and not to the other characters in a play. Password creator. The user is the one who creates the password for their login. Whatever. You try. I don't know about that. Small-minded. Don't know. Billy Joel's Blanks from an Italian restaurant. Scenes, I think. Is that an album name? I think. Purpose. Purpose. I don't know. Included in correspondence in a way. CC'd. Probably carbon copied. Though nobody uses real carbon copies anymore. That's still the name for what you do with an email if you're adding someone to a thread. Opening on a stage. Act 1, perhaps. Small-minded. I still don't. Ice cream maker Joseph. Is this Edie? I think. Purpose. Why don't I see it? Heinz bottle blueprint. Oh, purpose could be fake. And small-minded could be petty, because this is going to be a ketchup sketch up. Oh, these are silly. You try. Have a sip or have a bite, maybe. Place to wear a mitt is an oven. You don't in an oven, but take things in or out of an oven. The spins could be, I guess, a feeling of dizziness. Physicist who built on Volta's work. Ohm, a three-letter with an O at the beginning. I'm guessing that's the only person they could be referring to. Pack animal related to camels, probably a llama. Quaint term of address for a noblewoman. Is this going to be milady? After all, you could say. God in Italian is Dio, I think. Skateboard jump could be an ollie. That symbol there at 62 across is for the Japanese yen. Raven claw, a talon is what you call the claw of a raven. The biggest and most loving of hugs, say, a mother smother. Demeanors could be means like that, I think. Like corned beef in a Reuben sandwich. Not sure what they're after there. Trailing behind. Maybe it's not means. I'm going to try a couple of other things. Many characters in Better Call Saul. Abbreviated. Okay. Absurdly easy task. A cakewalk. Sort of semi-racist origin to that. Comes from a minstrel tradition there, but still used to mean, unfortunately, still used to mean an easy task. It's an interesting sort of history there, because although originally that term was meant as a sort of a pejorative towards enslaved African Americans, they in turn sort of reclaimed it in their sort of send-up of the slavers, the plantation owners. So there's a little bit of back and forth there for sure, but troublesome origins anyway. Blank Madness, punny name for a barber shop. Chair Madness? Like a barber shop. A chair? No. sheer? Oh, sheer madness, like a barber shears. Okay, there we go. Avenue crossers could be streets. Bad thing to try to do from the middle lane, turn, presumably. Prefix in aviation is going to be arrow, and stereotypical name for a Dalmatian would be spot. With skepticism, askant? You know, you look askance at someone, and I guess with skepticism you could look at the sort of present participle of that, could be askant, maybe? Flew past. I don't know. Trailing behind could be in tow. Many characters in Better Call Saul, attorneys, perhaps, lawyers. Something gotten by a scapegoat could be blame. Scapegoats often get the blame for things, or that is, I guess, by definition what a scapegoat is. Color akin to caramel could be tan, maybe? This looks a little weird. Get what I'm saying? You know? And yeah, we've got you know here and milady here, kind of related, similar construction kind of clues, entries. Genre that punk rock paved the way for, emo. Is that right? Is that the order of things? Not sure. FF's opposite. What is FF? Fortissimo? I don't know what FF is or what its opposite would be. Idahoan, say. Flew past, shot by. Something could be said to have shot by if it flew past. There you are, you could say. A boatload could just be a lot, I suppose. Hallmark of a typical Greek tragedy is irony. It's a very common narrative device. Nerve-wracking could be, oh, this is maybe not a lot, but a ton. Nerve-wracking could be tense. Like corned beef and a Reuben sandwich on rye. Have a bit, maybe? Have a Idahoan. Baiter? Stater? See, I don't like rue. FF's opposite rue. I don't like that. And then I also don't really like baiter. You try. Have a bit. I just don't see what else this could be. Okay, well, let's try it and see. No. Okay, so what's going on then? What else could this be? A boatload has to be a ton. You try has to be have a bit. Nerve-wracking has to be tense. I don't see what could be wrong. This could be, oh, I've got a friend here. Goodness gracious. Okay, I'm gonna definitely have to edit some of that out. I had a canine visitor come unexpectedly. But in the meantime, I also tried to figure out what was going on here. I have a feeling this is supposed to be tater stater. Tater, Idaho being the potato state. But I don't know that have a tit works. I'm gonna try it and see. Okay, have a tit. Never really heard that. So let's take a look at what's going on. I mean, the theme is very simple and very fun. Rhyming entries, basically. A skimpy serving of foie gras, a sliver of liver. One of Daniel Radcliffe's paparazzi say, a Potter spotter. Heinz bottle blueprint, ketchup sketch up. The biggest and most loving of hugs, a mother smother, and then finally an Idahoan, a tater stater, someone from the potato state. And some other fun stuff in here for sure. We have we have gauze intersecting with cargo net, which is pretty fun. And we have both milady here and you know here. We have this use of askant, which I don't really like. Again, you see askance, but not askant. Oh, I'm so dumb. This is not have a tit, but have at it. You give it a shot. You have at it. I'm so dumb. Anyway, now that I've figured that out, actually the one thing I still don't understand is, oh, fast forward and rewind. Goodness, as an elder millennial, you'd think I would be well accustomed to those kinds of things, but anyway, that is that for our puzzle on Wednesday, September 10th. Sorry about the interrupted outdoor edition here, but I hope this all was enjoyable. Anyway, if you liked it, do give it a like. If you want to know when I'm posting the next one, do hit subscribe. Otherwise, we'll see you back whenever we see you back. Have a great Wednesday. Cheers.